Hey guys, it's Anna. I have a unboxing that's not my typical unboxing. I don't really do tech reviews that much, but this is my one of the new microphones that I got. Not one. I got two, but one's for a friend. But there's two in the box. It's one of those Kickstarters that I kind of was like, it's like, I don't know, I guess you make fun of adults when you were kids watching infomarts, you know, and they're like, oh, this is so cool. And then now I'm an adult and I got, you know, instead of infomarts, you know, commercial stuff, you know, I get sucked into Kickstarter ad launch trailers. And this one was like, you know, your all-in-one microphone, the future microphone, the one and only microphone you'll ever need. So I'm going to go over just to show you, this is what it came, and then I'm going to just unbox it rather quickly. I really don't like tech review unboxings. I'm like, I don't really care to watch you. Like, I love bibbidi bobbidi box unboxings and like other unboxings and stuff like that, but tech reviews, just show me like the product and show me what it can do. So this is the quick mic. It's supposed to include a few different things in here. It's Q mic, the ball head tripod, a mini tripod, a phone holder, mic case, windscreen, and then a couple of cords, adapter, you know, for different devices. We both just got basic black. This is supposed to have a few different features, you know, like with mics, like this is my old mic. It's not really that good, but I'll put a link in the description. It was super cheap, but I feel like the sound quality isn't that great compared to the Rode video mic that I have on my camera currently. But like the problem with a lot of the mics is that, like, you know, like you go and like say you're looking at stuff, but you're behind the camera, but the microphone is pointing towards, you know, it's pointing towards the lens. So it can't, most of the time it's like fine, but if you're like in like kind of a noisier like location, like a Disney shop or anything, you know, it'd be nicer. So this microphone actually, like, you can turn around, and that was what the big feature that I kind of liked. And then you can return around. They have an ASMR setting, and you know, and then the rotation, and there's no battery needed. But I'll tell you the gripe later. I'll tell you the gripe after I put the microphone on. But da 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 da, blah blah. Woo. It's a little pouch. Oh, there's the tripod. One of the tripod. You get like two. So it's kind of if you compare it to the Manfrotto Pixie, which is my other tripod, it feels kind of very cheap and plasticky. But I mean, for my hands, I have small hands, it's actually not that unpleasant, but I feel like the Manfrotto Pixie is definitely much superior in the design. But I'll put that there. We'll open this up carefully. Okay, so I guess out of this there's the cords, and there's your instruction packet. Oh, this is the other little mini tripod. Your phone handler, like, thing-babobber. I'm very eloquent right now. And then the microphone in question. So it has this little case that I can't get up. Okay, there we go. Dun dun dun. So yeah, so here it is. supposed to be your all-in-one. I don't know if you can see it that well, but they do have the different functions that you can change the mic to. So 360, then 120, and then the ASMR setting. So yeah, so we'll put this on my Panasonic. Let's pull this off. Oh, okay. So I don't know if this is supposed to kind of be like a wind muff. I guess we can try it. We'll see. But let me get it changed over. Okay, so the mic is on. It was pretty simple. I didn't notice that when I pulled out the 2 cords, I was like, oh, these are so long. But then I actually I pulled them out and then I noticed there's like actually 2 shorter cords, or 1 shorter cord. I'm not sure if there's 2 shorter cords. So I was like, oh, that's great, because, you know, like the other cord was pretty long, and, you know, for the DSLR, I don't really need a super long cord. But I don't know how it sounds because I'm shooting the video right now. How does it compare to the Rode? This is the Rode Video Micro with the fuzzy thingamabobber, which doesn't want to come off, so I'm not going to force it, but this is the Rode. I like the Rode. I think I like their cord better because you can get length if you really need it, but it also like is springy, but this cord is just like a cord. But I do like how like it's labeled. The cords are labeled, so it's pretty. So like this says like mic and then DSLR, so that you know this is the longer DSLR cord, so that you know that this is the DSLR cord. And then this cord is for, I think, phones. Yeah, this is the phone cord. So they color code, but they also have it labeled, which is nice because, you know, sometimes you kind of forget. Here's the shorter cord for the for the phone. But sometimes you forget. Like you're like, oh, I don't have the instructions. I left them in the house. Like, which cord do I use? Well, boom, it lets you know. Phone. And then that side is the mic side. So I don't know how it sounds. I won't know until I actually sit down and review the footage. So my gripe, you know, Kickstarter is always like one of those avenues. You know, I've never had a bad Kickstarter experience. Have I gotten items way late? Yes, but the Kickstarter people usually, the content creators usually like say, hey, you know, shipping's delayed. Hey, you know, like blah, blah, blah. Like they're like a little bit more, they communicate their delays like perfectly, you know, so that I'm not like, sometimes it's like I do Kickstarters and I completely forget about it until I get the item, because I use my Yahoo account for Kickstarter and I don't check my Yahoo email very often. So like, you know, I have it on my phone, but like most of 99% of my Yahoo email is just filled with like spam, or not just spam, but like, you know, like I used to sign up for like those rewards programs with companies, so most of it is just like junk that I don't really care about. So you know, sometimes I miss that, you know, oh, I need to send in my survey. Well, I sent in my survey, and then they're like, oh, we just got the shipment early. I'm like, oh, early shipment. And the last post was October 29th saying that they're shipping everything. Like pretty much all US, like I think, I don't want to misquote it, but it kind of gave the impression that like all US backers were going to get theirs, and they all shipped October 29th. And so we're like, oh great, so we'll have it in a few days. You know, shipping in the US doesn't really take that long, even if you do it ground. At the most, I should be waiting 10 days. And so, you know, I'm like, time went by, and then I'm like, okay, well, Still haven't gotten anything. And then like I went to the Kickstarter like in early like probably early November, and like people were like, well, where are they? There was no tracking, there was no communication. I guess there was like people trying to talk to them, like asking where, like, you know, because shipping in the US 10 days. So if they shipped on the 29th, you know, even if it was a huge order and it takes them like the first week in November to ship, it should have been like already like shipped out, and more people should have been getting them. But like usually I also use YouTube, like especially with tech stuff, like tech people review the crap out of text material. And so it was like I saw like one review, and then there's a few Korean reviews, because I guess the product is made and designed in Korea. Go home, you know, go mom's homeland. But you know, I was just like, there was no communication, there was no responses to anything. And so it was like, what's going on, you know? And actually I was kind of like bent, because I really had wanted it, you know. One, I want to see if my $90 went down the drain. And plus I'd ordered one for my friend too. And I was just like, where are they? And no response. I even went on Facebook. I was like, well, I guess they're not coming because they're not coming. And because, you know, it's like, you know, like I've been in situations where I've ordered something, not Kickstarter, but like, and the people just ghost you. And usually ghosting is not a good sign. You know, usually a good business would like send updates, like say, hey, you know, the product is coming out, or we got delayed with shipping, or, you know, and like, plus like we never, like they said that they would send out tracking numbers. Nobody, like it seemed like nobody got their tracking number. But yeah, so we have the product. We'll review the footage, and I'll decide what I like, you know, and I'll do the recap. Will be like what I feel like, if I like it a little bit better than the road, or if it seems the same. Just following the dog down the stairs, testing out I reversed the mic. Our kitchen table is a disaster. Corgi, come here! Corgi, come here! Corgi! Yes, you're being a good model. Yay! I had to vacuum all over the house because of your corgi hair. Yay! Hey guys, so wanted to do kind of like a closing, you know, statement about the Q mic. So far I like it. I've used it on a few videos. I use it on my snack video on Kaiju Bites, which I'm probably going to post that tomorrow or the next day. And then I've used it in just a few other, I tested out in the wind, and that will be a different video coming up probably next week or in a few days. So I generally like it. I'm actually not shooting on it. I didn't even think about that. Actually, I'll show it. It's on my Canon M50. I used it today because it was super windy, so I figured I would test out the wind muff, but you'll have to check out that video once it comes out. I like it. You know, there's certain things that I feel that probably could have been designed a little bit better, but overall, and like this thing kind of, it moves, even if like I tighten it, it kind of moves. Also another thing, like this is my Manfrotto. When it's out, it sits a lot lower than the Manfrotto, but I mean, very similar designs and shapes. This is their tripod. The tripod head is a little bit taller. So yeah, so I like it. Was it worth $90? We shall see. So far I don't regret my purchase, so I guess it's worth 90 bucks. I hopefully will have longevity, and I think the only thing that really does need improvement is communication. Like, there's been no updates on their Facebook, there's no updates on, I haven't checked Twitter because I usually don't use Twitter. They're like, I don't think Instagram has been updated in a while, and like there's still no like, hey, we guys shipped some more, you know, or anything on Indiegogo or Kickstarter. So that's like the one like downside of this is like, you know, I know new companies have growing pains, but it would be helpful if they just had a little bit more updated and a little bit more communication with the clients. I mean, not clients, but customers. But all in all, I don't mind it so far, and I'm gonna take it with me on my honeymoon to Disney to just use it some more, and definitely it'll actually get more testing for Disney. So yeah, so we will see. But yeah, I've been posting a lot lately. You know, if you notice, I had a little bit of a lull in my posting, and that was because I was just busy and mentally a little bit. I needed to just take some time off, but it's coming up to Vlogmas, and I mean, this is like the first full year I've done YouTube, and so I don't really know like if I'm supposed to post like every day about Christmassy stuff, which I'm like, I don't really have that much Christmassy stuff that I'm really going through. Really, we're just doing wedding prep this year. I mean, I celebrate Christmas, but this year it's a little bit more focused on the wedding than actual Christmas. But I was still gonna try. I'll post every day. Seems like I'm posting every day anyways. So yeah, so until next time, I guys hope you like and subscribe and join me in future videos. And until next time, have a great week.